sorry about jumping in, but how come we do not hear from him regularly on national matters? Because we've seen candidates, and not just at the presidential level, even at the gubernatorial level, look at National Assembly, House of Assembly, who say nothing every 4 years. But on the 4th year, when it's time for election, you see them making so much noise about issues that have been there, and they didn't say anything about it. And so it almost seems like that's what we're seeing now. No matter the location, how come we've not heard from him in terms of national matters?
To be honest with you, and you can verify that, in fact, he is the one, in fact, the leading politician who has always been in touch. All you need to do is you can ask your research department to run his Visa account, Visa Twitter account, right to 2019, even before 2019. You will see his everyday engagement with Nigerians on a wide range of issues that border on Nigerians, issues that affect the country, issues that affect us around Nigeria's foreign policy abroad, and on all matters. So I am not just saying it for saying sake. You can ask your research department to run through. And Twitter, of all the social media platforms, Twitter has come to be the most recognizable platform for matured engagement. We have Facebook, but if you see presidents around the world, they hardly use Facebook, they hardly use TikTok, for official matters. But when it comes to official, there's virtually, even when you go to the US government, even CIA, they have a Twitter account. State Department have a Twitter account. So, and that platform, which has come to be the global alternative platform from the mainstream, it has been actively involved through Twitter with Nigerians in all engagement. So they are verifiable. I'm not like Peter Obi that will say, go and verify. And by the time you go, you come back, there's nothing to verify. This is verifiable. He has always been in touch. And in fact, way above all other politicians, including those who are standing against him at the moment.
You mentioned visa earlier, and I want to stay on the issues of visas. Your presidential candidate just got back from the US, and we understand, from a lot of information given by the campaign council, that he had gone there for official duties, meeting with the State Department and all. But there is now a company claiming that your presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, could not get into the US, and that they facilitated his visit, and that he now owes them $5.6 million, I think it is. Can you speak on that issue?
First of all, I do not know if you have seen the letter. If you do have, you will see that the date of the letter was 2018 and not 2022. So to begin by dismissing that, Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, was in fact invited by the US Department of State, just like Foreign Affairs Ministry. And that was how he traveled to the US. And his engagement with the US government is not hidden. It is known to all. And he was able, in fact, on the visit, to extract the commitment of the United States government that they will play a major role in ensuring that there is a free and fair process. In fact, they even said they are going to issue what they call measures of sanction on all or any person that interferes with the process of election in Nigeria. That company, unlike many other companies that will come, are just coming for blackmail. First of all, let me ask you, have you ever traveled to the US? I know there's a point I want to drive. Have you ever traveled to the US?
Okay, so I will not disclose my travel history, but just make the point.
But okay, so the point I'm trying to say is, if your answer is in the affirmative, I would have gone further to ask, did you have to pay money other than the visa processing fee? Your answer will certainly be no, because you know for sure that American government and American embassy does not sell visa. And in fact, if you're familiar with immigration law, you will know that a US embassy would always say, in clear warning, anybody who receives or pays money in the name that they are going to secure a visa, if the US government gets to know it, that person will be banned from entering US visa.
Entering the United States forever. Who is this company, and why has this issue been lingering since 2018? Because you are saying it's 2018 in the letter. So why is it lingering and unresolved since 2018?
If you look at the letter, you will see that there's no correlation with Atiku Abubakar. It's like in that letter, I've read a couple of them. They are trying to say they enter into agreement with another company to offer services to Atiku. There is, in all the letters, there is no evidence linking any to Atiku. Either he has given his consent letter of agreement or anything. I will just save you the pain of knowing what is contract law. You are only bound by a contract you enter into, expressly or impliedly. There is no evidence to that. As a matter of fact, I will tell you that Atiku Abubakar has instructed his lawyers in the US to sue that company. And, under US Foreign Agency Act, any company that wants to offer services or serve as an agent to foreign government or individuals in the United States, that company will have to register with the US. The idea behind that is that the government must know everything that is happening. Now, somebody can go and register because you're popular. On his own, he can just go and, like the way we do campaign in Nigeria, you hear somebody will call a campaign officer and say, I came from Ilupeju or from Mushin, and I was able to organize rally, blah, 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 and this is the amount that I spent. Can I get a reimbursement? He has never had communication with anybody. He has never entered transaction with anybody, but he believes this is the season. Anybody can just say, I did something and be paid. Look through the document, my sister. You will not see any linkage or correlationship with Atiku. It's blackmail. And this time around, he has taken the decision, probably in the coming days. Administration of justice in the US is very short. You will see by the time the judgment comes on their head.
All right, so we're watching out for that action that will be taken. But let's now delve into your manifesto. I was going through reports, just a lot of people have been, and organizations have been scrutinizing the different manifestos and giving their opinion. And of course, it's been mixed reaction. But there is one particular one that caught my eye, which is Civic Hive. And I know you know budget. Civic Hive is a hub of budget. And so their analysis is the fact that they described your manifestos as policies built on huge assumptions that might not go well with the current structural limitations in the country. How do you react to that?
First, I would have wished that in your assessment or reading out their context, you come with what they use as parameter to say that it is assumption. Usually, let me paint this scenario. If you are an economist outfit or platforms or anything, and you want to critique on a manifesto, and you now say it is an assumption, you are supposed to bring out the element of assumption. So I only, in responding to you, I would only speculate what they meant by assumption, but I would have been bullish.
I can give that to you because it was stated